We live in a remarkable age, a time when we are connected to a vast and intricate network of information and communication. This digital realm, much like the natural world, teems with life, and like the natural world, it too holds its share of dangers. Just as a gazelle must be wary of a lurking lion, so too must we be aware of the hidden threats that prowl the digital savannah. These predators, unseen and often unnoticed, seek to exploit vulnerabilities for their own gain. They are the hackers, the scammers, the digital thieves who operate in the shadows, their methods becoming ever more sophisticated. But we need not cower in fear, for just as nature provides its inhabitants with the means to survive, so too can we equip ourselves with the knowledge and tools to thrive in this digital age. Cybersecurity, the very word might conjure images of complex algorithms, impenetrable firewalls, and hooded figures in darkened rooms, but the truth is far simpler and far more crucial. Cybersecurity is not just the domain of tech wizards and multinational corporations. It is a matter of vital importance for each and every one of us. If you use the internet, if you own a smartphone, if you bank online, you have a digital footprint that needs protecting. You see, hackers are often drawn to the path of least resistance, and more often than not, that path leads them directly to individuals and families who are unaware of the dangers lurking online. But there is no need for alarm. Just as a few simple precautions can keep you safe on a wilderness trek, so too can a handful of straightforward practices dramatically reduce your vulnerability in the digital world. The methods employed by these digital predators are constantly evolving, adapting to our changing online habits. Like a chameleon that blends seamlessly into its surroundings, their tactics are designed to deceive and ensnare the unwary. One of their most common tools is the phishing scam. These are cleverly disguised emails or text messages that appear at first glance to be from a trusted source, your bank, a retailer, perhaps even a friend. They may lure you with promises of refunds, prizes, or urgent requests for information. But, like a Venus flytrap, their attractive exterior hides a sinister purpose: to steal your personal information and gain access to your digital life. And it's not just phishing we need to be wary of. Weak passwords, unsecured Wi-Fi networks, and malicious software lurking on dubious websites are all tools in their arsenal. The consequences of falling prey to these digital predators can be devastating. Imagine for a moment the distress of having your identity stolen, your bank account emptied, or your precious family photos held hostage by unseen assailants. It's a harsh reality faced by countless individuals and families each year, but we must remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the methods employed by these digital predators, we can better equip ourselves to avoid their traps. And the good news is this: most of these threats are entirely preventable. Just as a seasoned park ranger can navigate the wilderness with confidence, so too can we traverse the digital landscape safely and securely. It all begins with understanding the risks and taking simple, practical steps to mitigate them. The digital landscape, much like the natural world, is in a constant state of flux. It is a realm where change is the only constant, and adaptation is the key to survival. New technologies emerge, new platforms rise to prominence, and with them come new opportunities. For both users and, unfortunately, for those who would exploit them, every innovation brings with it a wave of excitement and potential, but also a shadow of risk and vulnerability. The threats we face online are not static. They are constantly evolving, becoming more sophisticated, more insidious, and more difficult to detect. Cybercriminals are always on the lookout for new ways to breach defenses, and their methods grow more advanced with each passing day. It is a never-ending arms race, as hackers and security experts engage in a constant battle of wits. Each side is perpetually trying to outsmart the other, leading to a dynamic and ever-shifting battlefield. One of the most alarming trends is the increasing automation of cyber attacks. These automated systems can launch attacks at a scale and speed that would be impossible for a human to achieve. Just as a spider spins its web, patiently waiting for unsuspecting prey, hackers are now deploying automated tools that can scan for vulnerabilities and launch attacks with little to no human intervention. These tools can operate around the clock, tirelessly seeking out weaknesses to exploit. This means that no one is too small to be a target. Small businesses, often with limited resources for cybersecurity, are particularly vulnerable. But individuals and families are not immune either. Whether you're a multinational corporation or a family using the internet at home, the threat is very real. The digital world does not discriminate. It poses risks to all who venture into it. But just as a well-prepared hiker can avoid the dangers of the wilderness, so too can we protect ourselves in this ever-changing digital landscape. By staying informed, vigilant, and proactive, we can navigate the digital world safely. Investing in robust cybersecurity measures, educating ourselves about potential threats, and practicing good digital hygiene are all crucial steps in safeguarding our digital lives. While the tools and techniques used by cybercriminals are becoming increasingly complex, one crucial element remains constant: the human factor. You see, even the most sophisticated phishing email or malware attack ultimately relies on human error to succeed. A moment of inattention, a lapse in judgment, a simple click on a cleverly disguised link. These are the small cracks in our digital defenses that hackers are so adept at exploiting. And sadly, it is often the most vulnerable among us who are most at risk. Children, with their natural curiosity and limited understanding of online dangers, are particularly susceptible to these tactics. They may unwittingly download malicious apps, reveal personal information on social media, or fall for scams that target their interests. And as more and more devices become interconnected, from smart TVs and refrigerators to children's toys, the potential attack surface expands exponentially, multiplying the opportunities for hackers to exploit our vulnerabilities. The picture I've painted so far may seem bleak, but there is no need for despair. Just as a deep understanding of the natural world allows us to appreciate its beauty while respecting its dangers, so too can awareness of the cyber threats empower us to navigate the digital landscape safely and securely. The key, my friends, is education. By understanding the methods used by cybercriminals, recognizing the signs of an attack, and adopting simple, practical security measures, we can significantly reduce our risk and protect ourselves and our loved ones. Remember, you don't need to be a cybersecurity expert to stay safe online. Just as a few basic survival skills can mean the difference between life and death in the wilderness, a handful of essential cybersecurity practices can be the difference between a secure digital life and falling victim to these digital predators. In the digital jungle, passwords are the keys to your kingdom. But juggling dozens of complex passwords is a recipe for disaster. Thankfully, a solution has evolved: the Password Manager. This ingenious tool acts like a digital vault, generating and storing incredibly strong, unique passwords for all your online accounts. With a Password Manager, you only need to remember one master password to unlock the vault. It's a simple change that drastically strengthens your defenses against even the most determined cyber predators. Our homes are our castles, but in the digital age, even those castles need strong defenses. Your Wi-Fi network is the digital drawbridge to your home, and a weak password is an open invitation for hackers. Default passwords, often provided by internet providers, are notoriously easy to crack. Even using simple, guessable passwords like phone numbers leaves you vulnerable. To truly fortify your digital fortress, change your Wi-Fi name and password to something strong and unique. Enable WPA3 encryption for an added layer of security, ensuring only those you trust can access your network. In the digital ocean, phishing scams are the cunning predators disguised to lure unsuspecting prey. These deceptive emails and texts mimic legitimate companies hoping to trick you into revealing sensitive information. They might appear to be from your bank, a trusted online retailer, or even a friend, but look closely and you'll spot the telltale signs of their deception. Check the sender's email address carefully. Often it's a slight variation of the real one. Hover over links before clicking to see their true destination. And remember, legitimate organizations will never ask for your password via email. While technology provides powerful tools to protect ourselves, even the most sophisticated defenses can be breached. That's why the most important hack of all relies on something far more primal: your instinct. The digital world is full of deceptive traps. designed to exploit our trust and familiarity. Phishing emails, for instance, are becoming increasingly sophisticated, mimicking legitimate communications with alarming accuracy. Even with all the security measures in place, sometimes the best line of defense is your own gut feeling. Let me illustrate this point with a cautionary tale. A close friend of mine, a seasoned internet user, recently found himself targeted by a particularly convincing phishing scam. It was a simple email, seemingly from a reputable online retailer, offering a generous refund. The email looked legitimate, with familiar branding and even personalized information. My friend, enticed by the prospect of a refund, clicked the link without a second thought. The website that loaded mirrored the retailer's official site, further lulling him into a false sense of security. It was only when the website prompted him for his bank details to process the refund that alarm bells began to ring. Thankfully, years of cautious online behavior had instilled in him a healthy dose of skepticism. He paused, sensing something wasn't right. Instead of blindly following the instructions, he contacted the retailer directly through their official channels and discovered the email was a fake. This story highlights a crucial lesson. Technology alone cannot guarantee our safety in the digital world. We must remain vigilant, questioning everything and trusting our instincts. Remember, if something feels off, if an offer seems too good to be true, or if a website requests sensitive information that seems unnecessary, trust your gut. It might just save you from becoming the next victim. We have ventured into the digital wilderness, a vast and ever-changing landscape. This new frontier is filled with endless possibilities and opportunities, but it also comes with its own set of challenges and risks. Like any habitat, it presents its own unique set of challenges and dangers, particularly for the unwary. The digital world can be a treacherous place, with cyber criminals lurking in the shadows, ready to exploit any vulnerability they find. But as we've seen, a little preparation can go a long way. By taking proactive steps to secure our digital lives, we can protect ourselves and our loved ones from potential threats. Just as a gazelle relies on its speed and agility to evade a pursuing lion, we too must equip ourselves with the tools and knowledge to navigate this digital savannah. This means staying informed about the latest security threats and understanding how to defend against them. From the deceptive traps of phishing scams to the ever-present threat of unsecured networks, our digital well-being depends on constant vigilance. We must be aware of the tactics used by cybercriminals and take steps to protect ourselves from their schemes. The good news is, unlike the gazelle, we have the ability to adapt and learn. By embracing password managers, fortifying our Wi-Fi networks, and regularly updating our software, we can stay one step ahead of potential threats. And remaining skeptical of suspicious messages, we can significantly reduce our vulnerability. It's important to question the authenticity of unexpected emails and messages, and to verify their sources before taking any action. Remember, the digital world is not a separate entity, it is intertwined with our everyday lives. Our online activities have real-world consequences, and it's crucial to approach them with the same level of caution and care as we would in any other aspect of our lives. Protecting ourselves online is not just about securing data, it's about safeguarding our finances, our relationships, and our peace of mind. By taking the necessary precautions, we can enjoy the benefits of the digital world while minimizing the risks. In the wild, survival often hinges on an animal's ability to detect subtle cues, a rustle in the undergrowth, a shift in the wind. Similarly, in the digital realm, our safety depends on our ability to spot the telltale signs of danger. A suspicious email, a too-good-to-be-true offer, a request for personal information, these are all red flags that should trigger our caution. Just as a meerkat raises the alarm at the first sign of a predator, we must be quick to recognize and react to potential threats. Remember, cybercriminals are constantly evolving their tactics, becoming masters of disguise and deception. They prey on our trust, exploiting our desire for convenience and our vulnerability to emotional appeals. But we can stay one step ahead. By staying informed about the latest scams, being wary of unsolicited messages, and verifying information before acting, we can significantly reduce the risk of falling victim. We've covered a lot of ground in our exploration of cybersecurity, from the importance of strong passwords to the dangers of unsecured Wi-Fi. But the most crucial takeaway is this: knowledge is power. The more we understand about the digital threats we face, the better equipped we are to protect ourselves. By familiarizing ourselves with the tools and techniques available, we can navigate the digital world with confidence. Remember, cybersecurity is not just about technical expertise. It's about awareness, common sense, and a healthy dose of skepticism. It's about taking responsibility for our own digital well-being and empowering ourselves to make informed decisions online. Just as a pride of lions learns to hunt together, passing down knowledge from one generation to the next, we too must share our experiences and insights with others. By working together, we can create a safer and more secure digital world for everyone. Every creature in the natural world has its own unique way of adapting to its environment. Some rely on camouflage, others on sheer size or strength. In the digital world, our best defense is our collective knowledge. I encourage you, dear viewer, to share your own experiences, your own close calls, and your own hard-won wisdom in the comments below. Have you ever encountered a phishing scam, discovered a vulnerability in your own digital life? By sharing our stories, we contribute to a vital network of information. What might seem like a small anecdote to you could be the key piece of knowledge that saves someone else from falling victim to a cyber attack. Remember, the digital world is constantly evolving, and the threats we face are constantly changing. The more we share, the more we learn, and the better prepared we are to face the challenges ahead. Our journey through the landscape of cybersecurity doesn't end here. This is merely the first step in an ongoing exploration of a vast and fascinating world. Like any good explorer, we must remain curious, ever eager to learn and adapt. I invite you to join me on this continuing adventure. Subscribe to this channel and ring the bell so you won't miss out on future expeditions into the world of cybersecurity. We'll delve deeper into the strategies and techniques that can help you stay safe and secure in our increasingly digital lives. From the intricacies of password management to the complexities of online privacy, there's always something new to discover. We'll explore the latest threats, examine emerging technologies, and equip you with the tools you need to thrive in the digital age. Remember, knowledge is power, and by staying informed, we empower ourselves to make responsible choices and protect ourselves and our loved ones from harm. Just as the survival of a species depends on the collective effort of every individual, the security of our digital world hinges on the actions of each and every one of us. In today's interconnected society, our online behaviors and practices have far-reaching consequences. Whether we are at home, at work, or on the go, the choices we make online can either strengthen or weaken our collective cybersecurity. It's not just about protecting our own data. It's about contributing to a safer digital environment for everyone. Cybersecurity is not just the responsibility of governments or corporations. While these entities play a crucial role in establishing regulations and safeguarding infrastructure, the everyday actions of individuals are equally important. It is a shared responsibility that spans across all ages and demographics. From young children learning to navigate the internet to seniors staying connected with loved ones, everyone has a part to play. By taking the steps we've discussed today, such as using strong, unique passwords, securing our Wi-Fi networks, and being cautious about the information we share online, we can significantly reduce the risk of cyber threats. Being wary of phishing scams and suspicious messages is another critical aspect. Cybercriminals are constantly evolving their tactics, and staying informed about the latest threats can help us avoid falling victim to these schemes. Keeping our devices updated with the latest security patches and software updates is also essential. These updates often contain fixes for vulnerabilities that could be exploited by attackers. By implementing these practices, we not only protect ourselves, but also contribute to a safer online environment for everyone. Remember, every click, every download, and every online interaction has the potential to make the digital world a safer place. Each action we take online, no matter how small, can have a significant impact. By choosing to be vigilant and responsible, we can collectively build a more secure digital landscape. By choosing to be vigilant, we can prevent many potential threats before they cause harm. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. By choosing to be informed, we stay ahead of the curve and can better protect ourselves and our communities. Education and awareness are powerful tools in the fight against cybercrime. And by choosing to share our knowledge, we empower others to take control of their digital security. Conversations about cybersecurity should be a regular part of our interactions with family, friends, and colleagues. Together, we can create a digital future where everyone can thrive. A future where technology enhances our lives without compromising our security. Let us all strive to be responsible digital citizens, working together to build a more secure and trustworthy online world for ourselves and for generations to come. Our collective efforts today will shape the digital landscape of tomorrow. By embracing our shared responsibility, we can ensure that the digital world remains a place of opportunity, innovation, and safety for everyone. And so we conclude our journey for today, but the adventure continues. Remember, the digital world is vast and ever-changing, but by staying informed and vigilant, we can navigate its challenges and harness its incredible potential. Until next time, stay safe, stay secure.